Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way. Spain have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Maldini has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
They don't make them like Diego Maradona anymore, Peter.
Certainly don't, and I imagine the plan for his team will be just give him the ball.
Completely. He's a player who always has been streets ahead. So good that managers were forced to come up with unique systems just to try and deal with him. Not that it's helped them very much.
Conte. Now Costa Curta. Roberto Carlos. Griezmann. And reclaimed it in a trice. Mbappe is onto it in a flash. Cruyff. To Henderson. Looking for the run. Chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Suarez is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. He's having a shot! That carried quite a threat. Now it's Griezmann. And that's put paid to a promising move. Raya punts it upfield. Baresi gets across to intercept that. Looking to play him in. And he plays one through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Henderson. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Costa Curta. Roberto Carlos kept his eye on it, and he's there. No way through. Mbappe. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. Showing great feet there. Chance for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Cafu. Costa Curta. Makaleli. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's shifting through the gears here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
He has found the way through. Calm claims comfortable. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Makaleli. And it's Maldini. And this is Griezmann. Griezmann will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Knocks it into space. In towards the back stick. Cafu. Conte. Makaleli, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Roberto Carlos. Mbappe bumps him off it and wins back the ball. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Makaleli. It's Roberto Carlos. Baresi calmly anticipates. Zanetti. Jordan Henderson. Out for a throw. And back to the keeper they go. Oh, that's a key interception. Cafu. What a throw in. Conte.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Makaleli has given away a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. There's the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Suarez clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
And it's half-time here. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Here we go again then.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Makaleli.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And he ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And the referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best. Oh, that was magnificent. What a way to stamp your ability on a game. Not necessarily pivotal, but it has most definitely shifted momentum.
Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Spain have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, that's well spotted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Cafu receives it in a wide position. Oh, there's a probing ball. Spain are looking to go forward now. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Real chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Roberto Carlos. Ball strife! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal
So,
6,
time for changes
el
on
dorsal
both sides,
23,
actually.
Luis Suárez. El dorsal 10. El dorsal 20. El dorsal 25. El dorsal 2. Jordan Henderson.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering their own...
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Villa. El dorsal 9.
And no surprise,
El dorsal
that's a
7.
booking.
Neymar. El dorsal 8. El dorsal 15. El dorsal 19. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Roberto Carlos. Nakata. And he's there to make the challenge. Oh, some tackle that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Time and again they are repelled. Spain upping the intensity here, having lost possession. It's Roberto Carlos! Oh, a very decent attempt. That is Conte. And he was quick to react. Nakata. Cafu. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. Costa Curta. Nakata. Rijkaard. Can he get it through? He's picked his way through. Shapes to shoot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Conte. Now that looks a decent ball. Roberto Carlos is fouled. Yellow or red? It is red. Spain are down to 10 men. Costa Curta. Nakata has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. He's found a way through. It's come to nothing.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Tries to pass it through. And he's picked it up out wide. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. It's a straight red, he has been given his marching orders. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but I do hope it's nothing serious. Rijkaard has been told to walk, and he needs to be wary of his reaction now. He wouldn't want to risk further sanction.
Cambio de jugadores.
Platini is eyeing up his options in the middle. Well, you can sense the anxiety. This is how they were beaten the first time round. That was travelling. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Nakata. Deco. And it's Deco. Great vision. Van Balten kept aware. And it is reclaimed easily. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Hullet. Into the last 5 minutes. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Spain nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Hullet gets into a good position. Roberto Carlos pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Now, this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area.
Habrá 6 minutos de descuento.
He is just caressing the ball. Khan.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Kante does really well to win the ball there. Out to the right. Well, they could break here. And it's Rice. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Baresi has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. He's not got that quite right. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I've been in this position myself, and this will be difficult to take. They did everything right but score, but at least I suppose they can reflect on a few positives from this one.
Thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Short changes him with that pass. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's a foul, no two ways about it. Knocks it out wide. Cafu got a long way forward to join the attack. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Cruyff. Griezmann. Cafu. Oh, sweet feet. Griezmann. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that is one way to stop him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Cruyff. And that is expertly dealt with.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Costa Curta. Cafu. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Whistle's gone, that's foul. It's not an especially good pass, that. Maldini. Makaleli. Out to the right. Now it's Cruyff. Cafu is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, well played, well played. Now it's Neymar. That's a nicely shaped ball. He gets big! That is delicious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And it's Spain who take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Mbappe! Cruyff can see things others simply cannot.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Aimed beyond the defence. Cafu. Costa Curta. And it's Nakata. And it's Cruyff. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Spain upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Roberto Carlos.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And this is Cruyff. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Pass somewhat off target. Neymar. He's gone for goal. A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
And the first 45 minutes are up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Nakata. Has a look and plays it forward. And he's found the way past. Mbappe! And that is wildly off target.
Spain really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Costa Curta. Cafu. Nakata. Griezmann. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. That looks a cracking ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that.
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Maldini has got himself a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Maldini. Makaleli. Cafu. Van Nistelrooy. That is a great pick out. And he's straight offside. And they've got rid. Roberto Carlos. Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Little doubt, that is a foul. Luis Suarez has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. Griezmann going face-to-face with his great rival. Almost an hour gone. Now it's Mbappe.
There they go, hunting again.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Griezmann gets into a good position. Now can he find a finish? Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to pull level. What a save by David Raya!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Cafu. Makaleli. Nakata. Baresi demonstrating his defensive quality there. And it's Roberto Carlos. He's shifting through the gears here. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Makaleli. And that has left him in a heap. Roberto Carlos. Just about up to 75 minutes. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Now this is interesting. He has already had his name taken once.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Makaleli. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Now it's Cruyff. And it's Deco. And this is Roberto Carlos. He's free, he has got space. And the shot! It's a goal! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Cambio de jugadores.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Now it's Cruyff. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's...
And Cruyff! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
It's a pretty loose pass. But that has not gone well. Dixon. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Oh, nice touch. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. And that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, making the challenge outside the box, I think, would have been preferable, Peter, but I guess it's easier said than done.
So having trailed, this to go ahead. The comeback is complete. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
¡Gol! Marcó en el minuto 87 el dorsal 19, Van Nistelrooy. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So there's going to be another change here. Roberto Carlos is being withdrawn here, but he's certainly made his mark.
Yeah, he'll get a good ovation for his contribution. I'm not so sure why he's leaving us, though. There's no obvious sign of injury or fatigue.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
It looks to be the correct call, Peter, and in the circumstances it really had to be.
Minutos de descuento.
Crunching tackle. Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card and he walks. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Spain are going to be forced to play the rest of the game with just 7. There's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's a foul and the whistle's gone. Roberto Carlos has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Well, he pushed his luck to the very limit, and the refs just lost.
Shot a goal! Adams. Van Bouten. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Chooses to go back. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. A lot of furious gesticulation, but it is never going to make the referee overturn a decision.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Raya. Well, would you believe that?
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Adams promptly onto that, and that is that. Great vision. Picked out brilliantly. Cruyff! It's a loose ball. The whistle has gone, and it is all over. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Van Nistelrooy picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
There's the whistle.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many...
Oh, what's he done? He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Cafu making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Tries a shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
And this is Cruyff. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
He's a sharp little ball here. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Little doubt, that is a foul. Oh, no messing about, it is red. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. Spain already a man down in these early stages. That has left the boss thinking about what harm it has done to their chances. Conte, Griezmann, Cafu. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, right place, right time. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Roberto Carlos is eyeing up his options in the middle. So he's plotting something before playing it in. And it's Roberto Carlos. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. They're taking a moment to consider their options. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Great ball, and he's in here, and Cruyff! He's been bundled over, that is a foul.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's having a good look here, and the potential here for the first goal of the game. Roberto Carlos! Makaleli. Cafu. Oh, that is a nice touch. Fired deep. He's got full. It's in! A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
El dorsal 19. Van Nistelrooy.
So we have the first goal.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
Roberto Carlos. Henderson has given away a free kick. Referee has gone straight to his pocket. Yes, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Well, they are now a 9-man team. Roberto Carlos. Now that looks a decent ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Spain are now down to 8 following the sending off. Maldini. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Not much subtlety about that challenge. There's some great running on. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Here it's diving header! And it's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
He had a decision to make, and he got it bang on. You can't beat a diving header.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And we have our very first corner. terrific header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Tries to play it through. Makalele gets into a good position. David Villa proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And he's surging through. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
To further improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
And very quickly, the substitute. He's having a hit! Cafu. And it's Hullet. And this is Deco. Hullet has got himself a free kick. Oh, he's off! And you know what that means? Well, the law states that once you're down to 6 men, the match cannot be allowed to continue. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
And he's had it nicked away. Cafu made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Costa Curta has it in a wide position. That has been cut short. Now it's Maradona. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick.
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Zanetti delivers. Maradona! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Knocks it into space. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Just eases him off the ball.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Maradona did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Conte. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Makelele. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Now, can they get him away? That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here.
Costa Curta. Ball played for Conte. Griezmann, very much a man of this moment. Cafu. Costa Curta. And it's Griezmann. Griezmann has got himself a free kick.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Cruyff.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Maldini. Cafu. Now Costa Curta. And it's Conte. Maldini. And it's Roberto Carlos. Makelele. For Conte. Costa Curta. And the pass is intercepted. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, Red, nice interception. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That's going in strongly.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Maradona taking charge of the dead ball.
It's a very good position, this, and the right distance too.
He went for the corner.
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target. It was worth a go.
Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Cafu. Some good work on the right flank here. Now it's Cruyff, Griezmann, Van Nistelrooy. Lovely bit of skill. Griezmann has been caught there, it's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, that was coming, Peter. You know, he was on a final warning after all. Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
That's what the wall's there for, Peter. That's good work.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Darwin gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Rijkaard short changes him with that pass. Roberto Carlos. Costa Curta.
Habrá 2 minutos
Cafu.
de descuento.
Ball played for Conte. Makaleli. Looking for options for movement. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And that's the start of it.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Spain are down to 10 men. Makaleli. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Rijkaard. Now it's Luis Suarez. Tries to play it through. And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, that's fabulous. Makaleli. Rijkaard. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Griezmann. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Roberto Carlos.
Maradona.
Engages and forces him off the ball. You have to... No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Maradona has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away.
No second thought, a straight red card.
Spain are now down to 8 following the sending off.
And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Cafu, he's got away. Cross from Cafu. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And the referee's come over. It's a red card. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Spain are going to be forced to play the rest of the game with just 7. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. So he's plotting something before playing it in. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Oh, he's off, and you know what that means? Spain are down to 6 and will be forced to forfeit the game. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
We have already started here. Cruyff.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. It's a pretty loose pass.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Maradona showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into a stride, and they're just not doing that.
Makaleli. Nothing significant, and he has been fouled there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. That's got him rattled.
That has ended up in no man's land. Oh no, what has happened here?
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Cruyff. And that's put paid to a promising move.
That has not gone well. Can he get it through? So we're still where we started right now. And it's Griezmann. Now it's Cruyff. And here's Van Nistelrooy. That's a nicely shaped ball. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Mbappe was alert to...
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he is going into that little black book.
Conte. Makaleli. Cafu. Now it's Cruyff. And that has left him in a heap. No, that's been intercepted. Van Nistelrooy. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away.
Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Conte. Cafu. Couldn't squeeze it through. That's a throw. Makaleli. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Griezmann. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cross goes in there. Oh, smashing header!
He will be livid with himself.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Knocks it into space. Not the most accurate pass. Griezmann. Conte. It's a searching pass.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Roberto Carlos looking to play it into the box.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Cafu.
That is Conte.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
Shot, surely! And it's a goal!
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
El dorsal 19.
So we have our breakthrough.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Cafu, looking to play him in. Cafu is...
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Roberto Carlos has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm. He is therefore off.
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Carlos really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner.
Oh, what a... In he goes again. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Mbappe.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Cafu. Griezmann providing an outlet on that flank. Throw-in. And it's Maldini. Nice sequence of passes, this.
That chance! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. To further improve their position of comfort. You like, and they're running away with it.
Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Griezmann. Griezmann. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Mbappe. And we hit half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement, a 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And the second half gets underway. And this is Cruyff. Now there's a fine ball. He gets big. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Certain, searing, and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
That's going in strongly.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Conte. Little doubt, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Oh, crossbar! He's going for goal! And that is a save of real quality, not easy by any means.
Conte probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Shut at him! It's run and again. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that's going to be a booking. Well, the players are pleading, but it's not going to convince him to change his mind now.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
To increase the lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team...
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Cruyff has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. Now, that looks a decent ball. Roberto Carlos could try cutting inside here. Look at the space here. Nice interception, well timed. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Now then, the ball's come loose. He's in space and looking for options. Adams eases him off the ball. Adams did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Shut at him! They want to be quick to recover this. Shot a goal! Well, the
referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
So, third corner of the game. It's Makalele. Shot could be on. And that has sent him sprawling.
Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card and he walks. Well, they can protest all they want, but a shake of the head is all they're going to get. Spain are going to be forced to play the rest of the game with just 7.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
A picture of confidence, that was never missing.
It's become a case of men against boys.
And he was quick to react. Makalele.
A heavy challenge.
Pullet has been caught there, it's a foul.
Oh, he's off, and you know what that means? Well, the law states that once you're down to 6 men, the match cannot be allowed to continue. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a...